Is it nearly over? Well, not in Corby. The town has one of the highest rates of coronavirus anywhere in Britain.
Any symptoms? No.
Surge testing now on offer to try to drive the numbers down.
People are dropping out of work all the time with COVID, and so it needs to be a regular thing for me. This is my third test.
It does worry me a little bit, especially because some of my family members are quite vulnerable.
The higher numbers is slightly concerning, but with places like this opening up and the constant testing, it makes everyone feel a bit more at ease.
Less at ease, perhaps, those at a vaccination centre, hearing the Prime Minister compare his struggle to put on gloves to that of O.J. Simpson at his murder trial.
O.J. Simpson.
An unguarded comment that he may regret. On exiting lockdown, though, words of caution.
It'll be based firmly on a cautious and prudent approach to coming out of lockdown in such a way as to be irreversible. We want to be going one way from now on, based on the incredible vaccination rollout.
Now that the top 4 most vulnerable groups have been offered a first dose of the vaccine, it looks likely that schools in England will begin reopening from March the 8th. Meanwhile, the remaining priority groups are now getting jabs, the aim to reach a total of 32 million by the end of April, with non-essential retailers expected to reopen that month. Other restrictions on socialising, hospitality and travel could then be gradually eased over the summer, with the NHS hoping to vaccinate all 54 million adults in the UK by September. For now, the numbers in hospital remain worryingly high, according to those in charge of managing the service.
We are only just now down to the level of the peak of the first wave in terms of inpatients in hospitals. So, we've got to make sure that we don't fall foul of kind of short memory syndrome.
Scientists are divided as to how quickly restrictions can be lifted.
So this is a mantra I think that you've already heard, which is let's use data, not dates. So I'm not going to say, yeah, no, it'd be fine if R was 1.1 or something like that. I think the important thing is that we watch what's happening in the real world and do our best to make judgments, probably in real time, about is this going too fast now? Do we need to pause for a while?
But another suggested some freedoms, like heading to the seaside, might come quite soon.
There were no outbreaks linked to crowded beaches. There's never been a COVID-19 outbreak linked to a beach ever, anywhere in the world.
Is it really possible that people will be allowed to mix like this again in the summer? Well, maybe if the outdoors is deemed safe. Libby Vina, News at 10.